Hello. I don't know you, but I'm going to talk about genitals. Genitals, sexuality, and transgender. This is not going to cover everything, but this is going to cover some really important things. It's got sensitive topics, maybe not the best for younger audience or could be triggering. But with that warning in mind, I'm going to continue, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the transgender identity and dating, interacting when you are transgender, what it's like, and things you need to know if you're cisgender, and also please chime in if you've had some different experiences than what I'm going to talk about, or some additional information that's important for people to know that I'm not covering or that I don't know about. That would be great. This video is inspired because someone that I've known for 10 years, a married woman who's had a background, dating men and women, she's followed my story. She saw me after a long time and was like, yeah, wow, you look great, you look like a man. And I guess the tricky thing is now that you have to look for women who are kind of queer, and that like what's going on with transgender, and I was like thinking about it, and I was like, no, actually, that's not how it is. I like straight women. I'm kind of identify as a straight man. The way I am on the outside is reflecting to the world how I feel on the inside, and things are right now. Like, I was born as a transgender person with a female body that didn't fit at all, that didn't make sense for who I was or who I wanted to be. And luckily there's a treatment for that. Using hormones, I was able to become the man that I am. And so now I'm living as the straight man that I relate to, and I like straight women, queer women, beautiful women, women of all kinds. But what I like is women, and I know that, and that's my sexual preference. That kind of means that I'm a heterosexual. Crazy, right? I'm a heterosexual who is transgender. The second thing that made me aware that this video was important to make was a comment left by a straight woman on a video that I made, and it was, men don't have vaginas. That is not attractive to a straight woman. You are not a man. Something like that. The wind is affecting my tripod, which is a tree. So the irony of my situation is that I'm a straight man, and I'm gonna attract straight women. I will, because I'm putting out there like, I like pretty girls, so pretty girls will come to me. That's how sexual attraction works. And let me give you an inside view of what an intimate sexual experience with me is like, okay? So when I'm with a girl that I like, we're gonna get intimate. We're gonna start touching and feeling each other, and I'm gonna have a big hard erection. Like, I have a big hard erection. We're gonna move together. We might take our clothes off, and that woman might ask me like, oh, I want you inside of me. And if there is consent, if there is a mutual desire for this, then I'm gonna go inside, and we're gonna do this beautiful move together, and we're gonna maybe experience orgasms, and it's gonna be beautiful. And what that means is I'm having pretty heteronormative sex. I'm a transgender man, and I'm doing penis and vagina because because it feels good. It feels good, and that is the way that I experience sex and sexuality. When you're transgender, you're born with this wiring that is different, this wiring that doesn't match your body. So for me, even though I have this pointless vagina that's no use to me, and I don't relate to it, so it's not really there for me. What is there is a penis, and I use a penis for sex. And I enjoy relating to my penis. That's what makes sense for me. And it's really great because everything works out. But as soon as I say I'm transgender, people get this picture in their head, and I don't know what that picture is, and that picture is wrong, and that happens for a lot of transgender people. Like, sexuality is fueled by hormones. Hormones is what makes dicks hard. Hormones is what makes pussies wet. Hormones are the cycle that push us to procreate. When you're transgender, you have the wrong set of hormones running through your body. Like, the testosterone hormone creates this pathway to your groin that a lot of nerve endings exist in the penis, and men and those who identify in the masculine and those who have testosterone in their body have this direct energy that is really focused on the groin. Estrogen is a beautiful chemical, or beautiful hormone that goes through your body, that has more spread out nerve endings. It has more of a full body sexual experience. That is beautiful for women. That is a goddess of a woman. That is a gift, and testosterone is a gift to a man. It is empowering. These chemicals, or these hormones, are empowering. And when it works for you, when it runs the way that you're wired, it is this experience that you can have in these ways. And these ways are things you can use together. Two men with two dicks, or two phalluses, can do all kinds of things. A penis is something that moves into, and a vagina is something that receives. And men and women have penises and vaginas all over their body. All over their body. Things you can use for sexual pleasure. Anyway, transgender people have sex ed just like everybody else. And we know what scares other people. We know what is weird and threatening, and we walk on eggshells, like I was saying. We make our entire existence not to scare you, not to trick you. We don't want to appear threatening to you. So if you're gay or you're straight and you are cisgender, you're a one with your body, you don't have to think about this or worry about this. You have a huge power over us. You have a huge power of not having to worry about these things, a comfort with yourself. That comfort is your privilege. That is your cis privilege, is that you are just comfortable with your body to the extent that you can look at our body and say, that's not right, I don't like that, that's crazy. That is your power, and we are oppressed. We can't say like, no, it's normal, like we're cool, like we can know that is our truth, and we can believe our truth, and we band together as transgender people knowing that we have this truth. But we're not in there's billions of people that understand the cisgender reality, that don't agree or understand with us, and that is the power. That is the power that you have, and you can use that power to be our allies, to be our help, to be open, because what we have to say is actually threatening to you. What we have going on is threatening to a cisgender person, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that I can say, hey, I have a penis, even though it kind of doesn't look like a cisgender man's penis. People have surgeries to make it more comfortable for living and for self-connection and for connecting with the cisgender people. There are transgender women with neo-vaginas, like a receiving vagina that any phallus can slip into, and there are transgender men with dicks of all sizes and shapes, that go into things and please things, and it's actually beautiful, the flexibility we have. Hormones change the effect of our genitals. A trans woman with a penis, let's say, running on estrogen, that's not a man's dick. That's not a man's dick at all. That's a estrogen, part of a woman that does not function or behave like a man. And a trans man with a vagina, that is a man's vagina. That is not the same animal as a woman's vagina. It exists. It can be used in different ways. But I'll tell you, no trans person is gonna put a cis person out of their comfort zone right away. Everybody's looking for what matches for them. There are definitely gender fluid transgender people who like to explore and experience all kinds of sex. They're not gonna go to church and ask the person, like the hot person at church like, hey, do you want to do some sexual experimenting with me and get, pegged in the ass or this sort of thing. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, there's a lot of careful communication that happens. And people looking for something new and different, they're gonna go to a new and different place to explore that. And people looking for something conventional, people looking to get married, have children, live quiet lives or very religious lives, those transgender people are gonna be the familiar heteronormative. So whatever it is you're looking for, or whatever it is you want, that is what you will find, that is what you will receive. And the more open you are to conversations about this with transgender potential partners, the better it is for everybody. So let's share the power. Let's have allies out there, sharing stories in the comment section. Let's have transgender people sharing some of their experiences in the comments, and let's learn together.